Hello, I'm Dr. Wendy Rowley, and this is the final and 10th episode of The New Connection. It's my understanding that we're going to have some sound work in this one, and so there'll be a meditative part where you're welcome to close your eyes and just listen, and let's see what that's about. I'm going to get out of the way and wind this session up with Aliania. Good day to you, dearest beings of light. I am Aliania of Cosmic Service, a Palladian Mother of Sound. Peace be with you, peace be with you, and peace be with you. There is indeed some sound work that will happen in this episode. In this episode, we are going to do some sound alignment that will be for a feeling of peace. It's a sound alignment for peace. In the Great Global Healing Party, we did a sound alignment for gratitude, but in this one it'll be for peace. And you are welcome to have this and keep it as a small segment if you wish to record it, that you may listen to it when you feel the need for peace. Because peace is part of the cosmic energy, and peace is something that comes in with healing. Peace is also something that comes in with prayer, and peace is also something that comes in with attunement to the creative source, what you call God, the creator, the big kahuna, Allah, whatever name you give to the source of all. So before we do that, we would like to speak a little bit about the final part of the new connection, which is in episode 10, what is the new connection? What is the new connection really about? We have brought forward much information about different connections made around the periphery of the planet and into different aspects of the consciousness fields and the interim grids, or the soul interim creational grid, or the soul mastery grid, what people refer to as the Christ grid and the Christ interim grid, and the human consciousness grid and the ancestral, so that there may be healing, change, and new solutions and information coming through, which are percolating through in little degrees, but will start to percolate in on full online in 2027. There's been some small percolations, but the whole engine of that will come on in 2027. And there's a reason for that, and we will explain some of that in the next series, what you can do now for your personal evolution in the new energy. So the new connection was about making you aware that evolution has change, and that evolution has upgrades, and that evolution is cyclic, and that there are times where things stay the same and things are absorbed and understood and put into action. And there are times when there's evolution, and evolution means new connections, new upgrades, new change, new potentials, new consciousness, and new abilities. And you are entering in a great renaissance. You are entering in a time of all of these things. And setups have been put in place in a very profound way over the last 30 years. And you now have a 50-year window to do some very profound things, where this is what happens at the shift change time of a planetary system. It is one of 3 major times in a planetary system. The beginning, when all these things are laid; the middle, when the great shift happens to move things to another aspect of creation for enlightenment and evolution; and the end, which we have spoken about, when it is all wrapped up and brought to another system. Just as we laid ours on yours, you will lay yours on the next system of a planet that is selected because of its many characteristics to become enlightened. And that's the way it works, as far as we know. And we did a pretty good job getting this far. We were able to travel as encapsulated consciousnesses through what you show in your movies are wormholes through space to arrive on this planetary system and do this work to this point. We're very, very grateful and happy to be with you now, as many, many other galactic beings are, and interdimensional earth beings, and what you call the divas and the elementals, and so many kingdoms within the creation of a planetary system are all very, very grateful that you are working the puzzle and creating solution, as bumpy as it may seem out in your world now. So, this is a parting gift from the New Connection series so that you realize that all evolution leads to peace and joy. And we will speak about joy in the next series of what you can do for your own personal evolution in the new energy. But right now, you have the understanding of peace, that it comes from cosmic forces and those things we have mentioned. After that, we will not come back, and this one will sign off. And we thank you for your patience, your understanding, your openness to perceiving possibly some new ideas or some new ways of thinking or some new ways of aligning, creating, and choosing your intention with your awareness within your spiritual nature. For you are indeed a spirit in a body, having a third, as you call it. But from our perspective, it is not 3 dimensions you live in, it is 18. And we will leave it at that. For 18 is a magical number. And we will leave it at that. All right. All right. This is Dr. Wendy Rowley. This ends that alignment for peace. Brought tears to my eyes, which is my form of spiritual affirmation. It was particularly comforting, I found. I hope you found that also. And thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next series. I can't wait for that one to start. Bye-bye.